Okay, it's story time, and today I'm going to be telling you a story about something that happened when I was a kid.
Welcome to the bubble. So today we're going to be doing one of our story episodes, which, as you'll know if you've seen any of the others, important episodes to us. This is where we will share stories from our lives. Today will be Rick, and we will be sharing stories in the hopes that you can learn from our mistakes, grow from our experiences, and hopefully some of you would be happy sharing your stories with us at some point. We can get a community going where we all grow and learn together. So, you want to take us away?
I'm pretty much done growing. I mean, I'm growing outwards now. I'm not even growing up anymore. Anyway, so I live, as I was a kid, I used to live next to a forest, and in this forest I used to build tree houses with my brother, and they're pretty awesome. We used to build them pretty high. We used to go down, get loads of materials, nails, hammers and all stuff like that the kids shouldn't really be playing with, and I must have been about 10, 11, 12 at the time. And yeah, so every time we built a tree house, the local forestry commission would tear it all down and take all of our tools and stuff away, so we had to start from scratch. And this happened about 3 or 4 times until, and for some reason, I don't know why, my brother who I was building them with seemed to apparently believe it was me that was informing them or something, I don't know. But he stopped telling me where they were building them, which kind of sucked, to be honest, because I used to really enjoy climbing those and helping them build them. But there we go.
I remember this back in the day, coming up to see one of the tree houses with you.
Yeah,
it was cool. I used to get proper ones going.
Yeah,
it's a shame they kept getting ripped down.
Yeah,
what was it, like a rope ladder or like steps built into the?
Yeah, we'd nail steps onto some of the trees.
The one I remember was planks nailed into the tree that you climb up the planks.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. So yeah, anyway, so I used to bring some of the people I used to hang around with back then, some of these guys sometimes, to these trees, because I know that forest like the back of my hand because I grew up there. So I used to always be able to find these tree houses, no matter how hidden he thought they were. I used to always find them. And one day, I went up there by myself to scout locations and have a look around, and I found his latest one, and it was probably one of the better ones. I mean, it was like 3 stories up the tree, so there was like a shed kind of building that he was intending to put, you know, to sleep in, to put sleeping bags and stuff in. Oops. Anyway, so yeah, so there was another one, like room kind of thing, just near that. There were some planks nailed to a tree so that you could kind of walk across, and then there was like the top one. There was above the other 2, they were kind of next to each other, and this one was like right up high. And so I climbed up to there, and that's where he'd left some of the tools and stuff like that. So I'm playing around with them, and I'm looking around this tree house and seeing how they built it, and kind of testing how sturdy it was and where I could sit and stuff. And so this day I thought, do you know what, I really can't bother to climb down. So what I did was there was a branch right in front of me, and there was a board on the floor. So I thought I could swing from this branch down to the floor. It looked easy enough. I've done it 100 times in different places, so let's go. Swung off the branch, and as I hit this piece of wood, I didn't realize from the top of this tree that there was a nail sticking up through the wood. That nail went straight through my foot. It was excruciatingly painful. And if you also bear in mind that where this treehouse was, because they deliberately tried to conceal it behind all the other bushes and trees, it was kind of in like a swampy part of the forest. So I then had to get out of here by kind of hopping on one leg and kind of hobbling through this marshy, swampy area of this forest, all the way out to find the path where the road was, to get all the way back to my house. And it was unbelievably painful. This nail went through my foot.
Which part of the foot are we talking? Like right in the middle, or are we talking?
I will take my shoe off right now, and I will take my sock off right now, and I will show you exactly where it was. It was here.
Oh,
yeah,
straight through to the other side.
Not straight through, but nearly. It was about
deep
there, through my shoe, through my foot. And if I think about it really hard, I can kind of still feel like the pain from it. by thinking about it, because I can feel exactly where it was. Like, that it never really left me. So when I got home, my parents were out. Ignore that. And my brother was out, so it was just me. And so what I did is I got some disinfectant and some hot water, and I just pulled the nail out, pressed something against it so that it would stop bleeding. As soon as it stopped bleeding, I put it straight in this bath of disinfectant and hot water, and it stung unbelievably. And it took a good while for me to be able to walk on that foot. But the lesson that I learned from that was look before you leap. Basically, make absolutely sure that wherever you jump from, there's no nail sticking up out of it. That can be a metaphor for anything. Don't go throwing yourself onto spikes and taking stupid risks without understanding exactly where you're going to land when you take these stupid risks.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's a moral of the story to both sides of the field in this one. If you're out there and you are working with tools or nails or whatever going on, building tree houses, doing bits and pieces, don't leave them lying around, because there's, number one, you got wildlife, loads of animals that could injure themselves on it. Then you got like kids that could end up going up there, they end up hurting themselves on it. You're young there, it could have gone a lot worse than it did. You had tetanus shots and stuff. All clear on that front, but it could have gone really bad. So if you are out there and you're building things, be cautious and think about the people that could be coming after you, or the things that could be coming after you, because you can do a lot of injuries to people without thinking about it or meaning any ill intent, but it can still happen. And the other side of things, like I said, look before you leap. There are risks, and then the stupid risks, and jumping out a tree, it seems fine. All of us have done it across the years, but we all live near this forest, so we all spent quite a bit of time climbing trees in our youth and doing silly things in the forest. But you've got to be aware and calculate what you're doing, because things like that can happen, and you've got to be prepared for if that does happen, especially jumping out of a treehouse where there are tools still lying around. You want to calculate that and work out what the risk is to what your actions are.
And also, if you have any 10, 11, 12-year-old brothers or sisters, watch them, because they will jump out of the tree and not think.
Yeah, definitely. Got to be aware of what's going on.
Also, when you're around pine trees, wear some gloves. The sap is so sticky.
Yeah, it takes so long trying to get it off as well.
Pine tree sap is awful. When you're banging nails into pine trees all day, and you're building beautiful tree houses or whatever you want to do with these trees, I don't judge. The sap will get on your fingers, and it is horrible. Undescribably horrible. It makes my hands kind of sticky. So just wear gloves, honestly. Just wear gloves.
And also, just to mention, just in case anyone out there doesn't know, never use copper nails when building tree houses. I know the odds of you getting copper nails to do it are slim, but you will kill the tree by putting them in there. 'Cause that's a method that people have used. You put them in there, I believe. You want to check up somewhere else, but I've heard that you put copper nails into trees, it will kill the tree off. I'm not sure exactly what goes on there, but I've heard that before. So be aware of what you're doing, the environment that you're affecting.
Wow, I didn't know. You learn something new every episode, apparently.
G.I. Jose. But yeah, we've got anything to add to this one?
Yeah, the other thing is that I want to add is, if you see a kid not going out and enjoying himself in the forest, take him.
If you're friends with this kid, if he's part of your group, or you know him from school, or whatever, maybe one of your kids' friends,
obviously don't just abduct a random child. What I'm saying is so important. to give your loved ones, especially kids, the experience of seeing a forest and climbing these trees and doing these things, because there's so many times I see these days and people are using computers and YouTube and stuff like that as babysitters. Just sit in front of there and watch your videos, sit in front of there and watch your videos all day, every day.
No, 100%, I agree with
not doing anyone any favours. Take them outside into the real world, get them climbing trees and get them getting their hands dirty and rolling in mud. Who cares if you're going to have to bath them? Seriously, take them out.
It's all worth it. It would change their childhood, and there'll be memories that they hold on to and save for the rest of their life.
Best memories of mine, and I'm sure you guys as well, is getting out there and doing stuff. I mean, we played a lot of video games when we were kids, but
still, we had times where we were out there.
The biggest, best, most prominent memories are of
riding truckless skateboards down the hill. And
exactly. Climbing trees, building these tree houses. Stupid, dangerous things kids do, but it's how you learn, how you grow, and how you build your friendships. Running across the frozen quarry. Yeah, but it's some of the best memories we have.
Yeah, be safe, but go and explore. There's a lot of fun to be had out there, and the real world is much more rewarding and much more interesting than any sort of video game or
YouTube videos
system.
Just watch to the end of our videos before you take them out. I think just turn us off right now and take them. Just go.
Yeah, 100%. If it means that you want to watch a few more episodes, we'd all love for you to continue watching and just binge away and see everything.
Subscribe, watch all of our category, everything. Watch.
But if it means
collection
that you're going to go out and take people, or just yourself, just anyone, or go out with the family, just anything, go out into the actual world. Stop us now and go out and do that. Go out and experience something real. Go out down the local woods or down a river or down the beach, whatever you're local to, that you can go out into a bit of nature and see something beautiful and experience something different to the normal day-to-day.
Yeah.
It's completely worth it, and we're more than happy to not have the views, to have you going out and living life. That's more important to us than anything. We'll get out and live our lives, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big reason that we're doing this now, is to try and help people and into living well, and to give people the advice and get people out there, get people doing stuff and motivated, hopefully.
Yeah, 100%. We're wanting people to, I mean, we're putting this out there, not like, a massive hope for us is that we can just put a smile on someone's face. That's the whole premise of why this got started. We just wanted to put something out there that can pick someone up on a day where they need it, or anything like that. But that advice over all of this, just to go out and actually experience the world. That both of us are dying to go and see the world. We just want to travel as much as we can, and have travelled a bit. We want to do more. There's never a limit to what we want to see. We fully recommend that to everyone out there. Just go and experience the world, because there's so much to see out there.
Best thing you can do is book a ticket somewhere completely different from your home country, and just go there on holiday for however long. And literally, when you go somewhere that's very different from your home country, it's just like a different planet, and all the culture, all the way that they speak to each other, and the foods, everything. It's just
architecture. Architecture's a big interest.
Yeah, same for me. Yeah.
We're getting onto another topic now anyway, that we will cover in another episode, talking about travel, because it's something we feel very passionate about. But yeah, I think that covers a story for today.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You got an outro you want to play out with?
I'm not feeling one today.
No.
I'm
quite happy with the message we sent.
Thank you for watching our video, and I don't know, maybe see you next time. Bye.
Thanks for watching.